This is the Transformers Legends LG39 Brainstorm by Takara Tomy. Alright, putting it off to the side, here is the packaging. LG39 Brainstorm comes in this really neat packaging. Comes with a Titan Master vehicle, weapons, a Titan Master, and the actual figure itself. Very nice looking packaging. Standard Legends packaging for Takara Tomy. Alright. Comes with a gun, comes with this, comes with this, comes with a Headmaster, and it comes with a booklet. You stay there. We'll talk about the peripherals first. No card, because his bio and his specs are already on the back side of the manual. Looking pretty neat. It has that G1 type of updated modern artwork vibe. Also comes with a comic book. It's a just a 2-page comic book. This is the instructions. So basically the same Brainstorm figure we had for Hasbro, plus the repaint of the Brawn Titan Master accessory. And based on the comic book, it seems like obviously this is a Japanese product and it's going to follow the Japanese Headmaster, the anime Transformers Japanese Headmaster series, not the Generation 1 US cartoon, which features the Nebulans merging with the actual Transformers. But in the old Japanese, I did have a chance to watch some of those Japanese cartoons. I didn't finish watching everything because I don't know, never got around to doing so. But in the Japanese continuity, the Headmasters are actually very small robots that had to fend for themselves and survive on the planet Master, and they taught themselves how to merge with huge mechs or robots that are non-sentient, which were called the Transectors? Was that it? Something like that. A Transector robot. It was sort of like a mech, but the actual character was the Titan Master, or the Headmaster. And as such, which I failed to mention that in the my review of Blur and Power Master Optimus Prime, but there's a reason it's only Brainstorm, and he is Brainstorm. There's no this is Brainstorm and this is Arkana, or in the US he is Teslor. In the US version he is Teslor and this is Brainstorm. No, he is entirely Brainstorm. Somebody had pointed that out in my Blur video. Thank you for that, man. I'd forgotten about that. I had to go back to my mythology, and yes, it is true. It was kind of different in the Japanese. That's why one of the reasons I never really got into the Japanese cartoons, because the drama was just too much, and the concept was a little bit off from the continuity of the US cartoons. But anyway, so he is Brainstorm. This guy's Brainstorm, and this is supposedly his Transector mech. Anyway, regardless of that, it's still Brainstorm. And I don't have the US version, the SDCC exclusive, or the Walgreens exclusive. A few stores sold the San Diego Comic Convention exclusive, which I wasn't interested in, except for the Brainstorm figures, but the price was very restrictive, so I didn't bother getting it. The Walgreens exclusive, for some reason, has not made it to Manila. We don't have Walgreens, so that's understandable, but not even the hobby shops don't have it, so kind of a bummer. So, talking about the figure, I do have the IDW Voyager class Brainstorm figure, and the big question is what to do with this Voyager class figure if you already have this one. If you're really into scale, so that all your Headmasters, your Titan Masters, so they all fit in one scale, and this is the one you want to get. This is the scale. Either you get the Legends, or you get the San Diego Comic Convention, or you get the Walgreens exclusive. He'll fit nicely with the other Titan Master. This one will be sticking out like a sore thumb if you have all your Titan Masters on. However, there are Titan Masters, Titans Return, that are like Broadside and 6-shot, that he'll fit nicely into. Or if you do collect the IDW characters, the continuity in the comic books, he's a nice addition to that. But if you just want one Brainstorm, I suppose this is the one to get, and you can, suffice to say, easily sell this one off. As for me, I kind of like the Voyager class figure. I'll probably hang on to it for now. It's kind of has this off color. It's like a muted cyan color, or this one uses a more like a baby blue or a Maya blue type of color. This one is bordering more on turquoise, and as I said, a muted cyan color. And this is, I think, more accurate to the Brainstorm on the show. As you've probably realized, Hasbro wanted to update the toys, so they made their versions toy accurate, and Takara wanted theirs to be show accurate. And speaking of the show, this is my ghetto way of showing you guys. This is an episode on Transformers Headmaster, episode 7, I think. The Veil of the Hidden, I forgot what it was called, but I think it was episode 7 or episode 8, I can't remember, where they were trapped in some stupid desert or whatever. But this is what he looks like. And this is, I think, more accurate to that. And then Takara Tomy did capture a lot of the essence without. They removed the faceplate. They put more of that Maya blue and the black, darker gray. It's already black to me, rather than just a gray piece. And to me, that's pretty interesting. And I like that. That's what they did with the Blur figure. That's what they did with Optimus Prime. That's what they did with this one. So we'll take this out first. We'll transform this one as well later in alt mode. So yeah. So very, very nice. It's exact same mold. The biggest highlights really are the color scheme. And look at that. Just a phenomenal job on this particular figure. Even the head. I mean, there were instances where I've seen him done in all black. Because probably the color artist was mixing the black. But this is really his color. It's like a light gray on that gold face, and looks pretty neat. No stickers on this one. He's got a lot of tampos everywhere right there. Very nice. I'm sure Repro Labels can have a sheet for this one to make it pop up even more, but as it is, I'm liking this particular figure. Just nitpicking on the type of plastic. As you can see, this is like a white, very ivory type of plastic, whereas the thighs and the elbows, they use the softer, well, not exactly softer, but a different shade of white. It's more of an off-white type of dirty white plastic, and I fear if you leave this out in the open, these things are going to fade, much like the Henkei Starscream, or the classic Starscream mold that uses that kind of plastic. But most collectors keep it in the box anyway for Takara Tomy, so it won't really matter. Articulation is basically the same as the US version, so it's a great mold. It shares a lot of the engineering of the Blur mold, so the transformation is going to be very similar to the Blur mold. I actually just noticed that a while ago. Okay, so let's look at Brainstorm. So he's not Teslor, he's not Arkana, he is Brainstorm. Looking pretty nice. He got a lot of paint apps on him. The head is painted. Obviously this one's painted. They use this nice little blue plastic on it, as I said, a little Maya blue type of plastic. And he's got some articulation about him. You can have him seated here and have the gun like that, but it's kind of corny. Have that. It's like a sled or a ship, whatever. But we're going to keep it right here. Okay, and then his gun, actually this is gun mode. It's a little bit loose because I thought you could actually twist it up. I tried to twist it up, but you can't. I sort of loosened it. You just fold it up like that, and if you fold these inward and this one up, this is his Jeep mode, just like Braun. Am I doing it right? I thought I was doing it right. Anyway. What did the instructions say? The instructions just tell you to put it. Oh, okay. Something like that. Okay. Not bad, just like how Brawn is. I don't have Brawn. For some reason, that Wave 2 never made it to Manila. We got Wave 3, we got Wave 4, we got Wave 1. No Wave 2. Okay, and then for speeder bike mode, just flip this down, flip it up, fold these, that, oh, and plug in his feet if you can. It's going to be a pain to do that. Oh, okay. And then, he doesn't even want to stay on. What? Okay, and then like that, a speeder. Okay. Right there, put that here. All right. Last bit of comparison. Here he is with Chrome Dome. Now you don't want it. Now it's stuck. Okay. I would have put Hardhead as well, but you know, I do want to get the Takara Tomy versions of them before I do a whole size comparison with all of them. This one, the Takara version looks very nice, but price is still very, very much restricted for me right now, so I'm not gonna even attempt to pretend that I have the budget for that. So, okay, let's transform him into his alt mode. Go ahead and do this. Oops, sorry. Fold up the sheaths for the fists. Okay. And then fold it up like that. Just like Blur. I suggest you open this one up because it's going to be a pain if it keeps on folding all the way back in. So put this one out. Tab it in like that. Feet, fold it up like this. And where was that? Okay. Fold and tab. What the hell? Fine, I'll do it later. Fold this out. Fold it out like that. It's supposed to tab in. I don't know what's going on. What the deal is with this. Anyway, let's just tab it in. Okay. Alright, and then close this up. Okay. So far, so good. And then the arms. Just slide them up here and tab. Much like Blur. Okay. And it is an open cockpit. I wish they would have modified that chest somehow to make him more accurate to his alt mode, his actual alt mode. It's kind of closed, but I wish there was a way they could have extended it or something like that, or may added another piece that would fold on that so that it'd be a more compact cockpit design. What can you do, right? This one, I suppose you can peg it in somewhere here if you wanted to, but it looks okay actually. But I'm not gonna do that. Okay, and here is his alt mode. Obviously they couldn't do the twin. These were supposed to be here, but they couldn't do it because they were using the Blur mold. But it looks kind of accurate, sort of. Let me show you guys. Yeah, I'll keep that there. And let me show you quickly this guy. Oh, I didn't show you already guys already know this. So let me put it up here. That was a big Headmaster right there. Just very quickly. Oh. Just need to get him in sort of pseudo jet mode so you guys have an idea of what this guy is compared to the new Brainstorm. Okay. What am I doing? Jeez. Sorry. It's supposed to hook on there somewhere, but he's not. He's not doing it. Wait, hold on. Okay. 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 So as you can see, I think the Voyager class version kind of looks more like that one. Rather than the deluxe class. But robot-wise and, you know, size-wise, scale-wise, this one I think is still the better Brainstorm color-wise. I think the colors of the Takara version on this one is actually very nice. If I can get the Takara version of this one at a decent price, that's probably the only time I'd sell it. But as it is, it's like this whole turquoise thing is just really not working for me. But this one just really works. So yeah, should you sell this? Maybe you should if you're okay with this one. But they're both great figures. This one I think Takara did a splendid job on recoloring it to look more like the cartoon. I wish there was a modification for the cockpit, another modification for the fin, or something like that. They sure as hell have the budget for that, but I guess they decided to do minimal changes, just the colors. Okay, no big deal. So again, I'm very pleased with it. It's gonna get a 10 out of 10 for me. If you can get this one over the San Diego Comic Convention or the regular Walgreens version, I think it's worth it. The storyline might be the Japanese anime Headmasters, but the color scheme and the way he looks really reflects the one in the US cartoon. So there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little video review. This has been the Transformers Legends LG39 Brainstorm by Takara Tomy. Thanks for watching.